I know you hear all the time that you're going to regret your tattoos when you're older. Well, I hate to tell you this, but they still tell me the same thing. The only difference is I get to look at them and say, how much older do I have to be before you stop saying that? Anyway, thought you might like to know.
Yep, you heard it. I am 57 years old and I still get told that I'm going to regret my tattoos. I mean, come on. If I'm hearing it, I can only imagine what you're hearing. And that's going to be our subject for today, tattoo regret. Tattoo regret. What is that? You know what, in order to figure this out, we first have to figure out what's the definition of regret. And regret is basically when you feel sad or disappointed over something you did. So tattoo regret would be basically you feel sad or disappointed over the fact that you got a tattoo. So tattooing is a form of body modification. I mean, you get a tattoo, it's going to be with you for the rest of your life. You know what? You can try to laser it off, but it's still, you are going to have a lasting imprint on your skin, whether it's your tattoo or a scar. Now, it is overwhelming to me when we don't stop to look to see where this comment is coming from. All right. Never have I had somebody walk up to me with tattoos and tell me I'm going to regret my tattoos. This comment that we're getting, this comment that you are getting, is coming from people who don't have tattoos. They don't understand the concept behind it, nor the culture. So they don't understand why you did it. So it's automatically in their brain, they think you're going to regret it. You know what? If you got it for whatever reason you got it, you love it, I guarantee you, you're not going to regret it. My oldest tattoo is 27 years old and I do not regret it. Now, if you're out there and you're like, I want a tattoo, but I don't want to regret it, you know what? There are some things that you need to consider before getting your tattoo. If you already have tattoos and you're thinking about getting another tattoo, you know what? There's things you need to think about before you get it because it can happen. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're never going to have tattoo regret, but there's things that you can think of before you get your next tattoo that's going to lower the possibility of having tattoo regret. So I did a little research. I found this article. We're going to look at some numbers and we're going to break it down. So the first one we're going to look at statistically is how long had you been planning to get it? As you can see right here, it's overwhelming that if you get a tattoo, spur of the moment, you're out drinking with your friends and you're like, hey, let's go get a tattoo. There's a 28% chance you're going to end up regretting it. And as you can see here on the chart, the more you think about it, the more thought you put into it, then the better off the chances are that you have that you're not going to regret it. So the moral of that story is that statistically, you might want to put a little planning into your tattoo. Now that doesn't mean that if you get a spur of the moment tattoo that you are going to regret it, because you might not. But if you want to be cautious and you want to make sure that you don't regret it, think about it for a while. Make sure it's something that you want. I've heard, and this is a great advice, that if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, put it on your phone as a screensaver. You're going to look at it every single day. And if you don't get sick of looking at it, it might be a good idea for a tattoo. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next statistic. The next one we're going to take a look at is, why did you get the tattoo you regret most? It was an impulse. Number one answer. That goes back to our first statistic of I didn't think about it very long. If you put some time and some effort and some thought into planning your tattoo, you are going to lower the risk of tattoo regret. You can see here peer pressure, 6%. Thought it would look sexy, 6%. I think tattoos do look sexy, so I don't know why you would regret that one. The one I like is the one at 3%. I thought it would make me look tough. Well, I got a lot of tattoos and probably I don't look very tough. So if you're out there and you're thinking you're going to get one to make you look tough, it ain't going to work. You know what? You're just going to look the same way. You're just going to be more colorful. Which leads us to our last statistic, which is, which of the following is the most accurate? I originally got the tattoo I regret to look cool. Well, there you go. Sexy, deep, tough, sensitive, spiritual, funny, weird. That's just the thing. A tattoo isn't going to make you look like any of those. You are going to be the same person, but with just tattooed skin. You know, a lot of times people go out there and they get these tattoos because they want to look tough, or they want to fit in, or they want to do that. And it is my personal opinion, and I'm telling you right now, I think that that's the wrong reason to get a tattoo. If you get a tattoo because you want to try to fit in or look like somebody else, chances are you're going to regret it, because it's not going to change who you are on the inside. It just is decoration on the outside on your skin. I thought those were really interesting statistics, and I put up the website right here if you want to go check out the whole article. I had a lot of fun researching it and reading this. And I also too wanted to let you hear from my artist himself, Brian Dell, on this subject.
Thanks for the great question. The question today was, do you regret your tattoos when you get older? I believe that sometimes yes, sometimes no. One would be like, say you had like a naked lady on, say, maybe your neck, which isn't often, but sometimes that happens. And now you're getting older, you have your own kids. The explanation of what it is going to get harder. That would be something that most people might regret. Or maybe your job, you're trying to move up and you have tattoos in a visible area on your face, your hands, your neck. A lot of jobs don't always accept that, but it all depends. For me, I've been tattooing for the last 17 years, and I've got some questionable tattoos, I'm not gonna lie, but I love all my tattoos. My tattoos are in areas where most people don't always see them. But then again, I love what I have. It just depends on you and what's going on in your life. Thank you again for the great question. I look forward to the next.
So that's our episode on tattoo regret. I hope this was helpful, and if you are out there thinking about either getting another tattoo or your first tattoo, my only advice to you is just put a little time and effort into thinking about it. And if you get the tattoo for the right reason, I'm pretty sure you're not going to have tattoo regret. So if you enjoyed today's episode, by all means, please hit the like button. If you'd like to stick around and see what we're going to talk about next, you can hit subscribe. If you'd like to leave any comments about this episode or any suggestions on future episodes, by all means, please leave a comment down below. And you can follow me on a daily basis on any of my social media platforms that I have listed here. So until next time, remember, think about your tattoo, wear what you want, and I'll see you on the next episode.